Hi. Welcome. I'm just getting started. It's Peaceful Nick the Medium. I'm trying to find a good filter. Whoa, these are not so great. I don't know why I look so weird today. Okay, well, this is what we got, I guess. Hi. Happy Friday, everyone. I am hoping that we can have a chat, maybe a couple readings. You can tell by my skin and my face, I haven't felt good all week. So I'm going to do my best tonight. Click likes on the screen. See, I can't even think of that. And get some more people on here. So click some likes, please. Thank you. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Peaceful Nick the Medium. This $25 group readings is not tonight. I'm not asking people for money to get a reading tonight. That's for private small group readings, 6 or less people. Sometimes there's 7. And the first one's tomorrow night. I have 1 spot available. And then the next one's November 13th, Saturday at 6 p.m. Those are $25 for small group readings. If you want a full individual reading, peacefulnickthemedium.com. Oh, my paper got messed up. That doesn't look good, does it? So if you have any questions about mediumship in general, spirit guides, sitting in the power, meditation, things like that, type them in the comment box down here. And I'm also donating 10% of all my sales between October 1st and December 15th to a charity that helps families in need for the holidays. I think I might do loaves and fishes here locally where I live. If anybody knows anything about loaves and fishes, let me know. Keep sending those likes, please. Let's get those likes going so more people can join on. I do individual one-on-one readings. I do small group readings. I do intuitive healing and guidance. I teach classes. I work all week, so I'm a little tired. I don't know what's been ailing me this week, but I've been a little under the weather. I missed some work and not really sure what it is. Severe fatigue is the biggest problem. All right, so I'm going to look at some of these questions. Keep clicking those likes. And let's see, I've got, should I stay at my job and take the promotion? My shoes never match. I love that. I try not to ever match my socks. So I don't make psychic predictions, but I'll say, do you want to stay at your job? Is it a healthy environment? I don't care how much money they throw at me. If I am not happy there, I won't stay. Because if you're already being offered a promotion, you probably have some really good skills and qualities that they like. And so if you're not happy there, don't take the promotion. But you could take the promotion and then later find another job while you're waiting. Okay, so that's what I would say. All right, so let's see. I am told I am Mama Holla. I am told I am very powerful and it runs in my family. No clue how to start or use my gifts. Okay, so it usually, from what I know, it does run in families. And think about weird things that may have happened, things that you know. Do you know things that are going to happen ahead of time? Do you know things, I'm just trying to find a good filter here. Do you know things that are, you just have an awareness of things happening before they happen. You hear voices inside or outside your head. You've seen spirits in person. Have you ever had any UFO experiences? We're going to try vintage for now, see how that works. If those things have happened, then yeah, you probably do have some gifts. I do 15-minute free consultations with people. You can email me for the 15-minute free consultation for somebody who's trying to develop their gifts, and I can set that time up probably next weekend sometime. next Saturday at some time. If you're spamming me and asking me the same question over and over, I'm not going to answer it. All right, so let's go back to some of these. Any questions about mediumship in general? All right, Casey, since I'm doing free quick readings here, like 30-second readings, give me a name and relationship. A general one with so many people on here is going to usually be confusing and may not be a really good connection. Sadie, lost my love so quickly, just so lost now. Yeah, this is, I've been married 25 and a half years. And I think of this, how would I feel if that happened to me? And it's going to make me cry just thinking about it. So I understand the deep pain. Oh, thank you for the roses. That's so sweet. I understand the deep pain. If it was very recent, you still have a lot of healing to do. If it's been over a year, you might want to start doing things slowly but surely to progress forward, even if it's the smallest, littlest thing. Maybe pick up some hobby that you loved, even if it's just going to have coffee and reading a book at the park for an hour once a week, just to do something for you. Start with that. Click likes. Let's get some people on here. Woo. It's Friday. There should be like 1,000 people on here. So start small with things that you love and start with taking care of your mental and physical health. Will I reunite with Lisa? Kevin Moore. Yes, we all get reunited in the spirit world. And if you had a really strong soul connection, you're probably in the same soul group. And yes, we definitely get reunited with our primary soul group and our secondary soul group. So the soul groups, according to Dr. Michael Newton and Journey of Souls, which rang very true for me when I discerned through it. You have a primary soul group and then a secondary ring who are just a little further removed. And then the biggest ring, which is tertiary, and then people who you probably may never come in contact with. But I would say you're probably in a soul group with Lisa and most likely will be reunited. All right. Icy Angels, hi, welcome. I'm new here. Is it all right to ask if you can figure out who a spirit around me is? Great question. So, when you concentrate, clear your mind. My neighbor's making some noise, so I'm a little distracted. When you meditate, if you meditate or do something called sitting in the power, or you're getting ready to take a nap or lay down at bedtime, or you're in the shower, somewhere where nobody's bothering you, and you just have a few seconds of free time where the world isn't like, kids, family, whatever, just ask, who are you? And the first thing you hear should be the spirit. All right, let's get some people on here. Click likes. 35 people? Come on now. I've never had that low. What is going on? It must be commute time on the West Coast here. All right. You're welcome, Sadie. All right, I'm looking through. All right, Jessica, any messages from my son? He physically left as a young adult. Okay, so this could be for you or somebody else, but I think it's for you. Would he have been partially responsible for his passing? Somebody on here is taking responsibility. I feel a young man. Answer me in caps, Jessica, and then we can continue. Marla Dare, Richard, my dad. Did Richard, your dad, like to have a lot of fun? I'm feeling, I don't know, there's a Johnny, my dad, right next to that. So answer me in caps. So nobody answered. So, okay, we'll keep going to questions. You know how it is on lives. You're welcome, Kevin. On lives, you never know what order the answers are going to come in. So, Karen Marie, no, absolutely not. It's not weird. So she said, my husband passed 4 months ago today. Happy anniversary. Is it weird that I talk to him every day? It is not weird at all that you talk to him every day. I talk to my mom all the time. She's especially with me in the car. I used to teach at a college in the evenings, and it would be dark when I would be driving home. And I kind of had to go through a neighborhood that wasn't very safe. And then I had to drive on the highway for like 30 minutes to get home. And she was always there with me, and I would talk to her on the way home. It is not weird at all. If you feel them there and you know they're there, that's them. All right. Let's see. Okay, Marla. Okay. Yes, Jessica said yes. All right. I don't remember what. Hi, Aunt Jen. Anybody want some good... hold on. Jessica. Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure I was with the right person. My memory's not that great. Everybody follow Aunt Jen 003. She's awesome. She's a yoga teacher, life coach, all of that. All right. So let's go back to this lady, Jessica. Okay. So, he was dealing with some stuff I don't feel like he talked about that was, he's giving me this whole like scene now. Would he have been someone who people didn't understand his choices? Because I feel like part of this is lack of understanding of the people around him. And that really bothered him. Jessica, answer. That's Curtis is your son? Okay. Yes. Okay. So now this is just what my feeling is that he was dealing with some, questions around his, choices in his relationships, like who he loved. That's the feeling I'm getting. Give me a yes or a no on that. All right. I don't know where everybody is. Friday night's usually hot on here. This is... All right. Waiting for Jessica. I know sometimes it takes forever for these things to load. While I'm waiting for Jessica, Kaylin Christ, I think that says, how come my granny hasn't sent me any signs since she passed? I miss her dearly. If it's been soon, like recently, sometimes that happens. I was very close to my brother-in-law for 20-something years. And when he passed, I didn't hear from him for a very long, years. Sometimes they wait. Sometimes you have a pain block. Sometimes they're just getting reoriented. Sometimes you're just not noticing the signs because you're expecting something else. So the best thing to do is ask for a specific sign, like a bluebird or a pink butterfly. I mean, it's coming up on winter, so that would be a kind of a stretch. It'll be a year, November 3rd. Okay. So ask her for a specific sign. Okay. A specific sign. Nothing too complicated. Nothing too simple. So don't ask for pennies or dimes. A lot of people ask for that, and I just think that's way too simple. I have a great story to tell you guys. I'm going to make a video about it too. It's too simple sometimes to just ask for a penny or dime because those are everywhere. Ask for something specific, but not too complicated. Like I ask for snow globes and stuff. Okay, Jessica. Yes. He wishes, first of all, he said, forgive yourself because there's nothing you could have done to stop it. Secondly, he wishes that he would have understood himself more and could have processed the information more, which is no one's fault. It's just his young brain wasn't developed in a way that he could really understand what was going on. And he wants you to for sure forgive yourself, because I feel that you're really holding on to some guilt about that. He just couldn't come to get it all out and ask for the help he needed for his emotional well-being. And he just wants you to forgive yourself and know there's nothing you could have done. And he loves you. In my group readings, I have one more for tomorrow night. I have one spot left for tomorrow night for the small group readings. If you want that, email me. First come, first serve. The next one has a couple of spots left, November 13th. These are at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I have a story before I answer the rest of this. Yes, Big Al... I'm not sure. I might be saying that wrong. You can have two female names. You can have two female spirit guides. That's fine. The story today, I'm at work and I'm a science educator by day, because if you don't know me, I'm a scientist and a science communicator and a science educator. And I'm doing a lab activity with my students. And all of a sudden, these teenage boys, start singing Joe Cocker's song, You Are So Beautiful. Now, these boys shouldn't know that song. That song is old. That song was out when I was a kid. And I was overwhelmed because I was needing sign from spirit today. And that's the song my mom sang me my whole life till she died when I was 15. She used to sing it. I remember I'd be on her lap in the rocking chair, and I had curly hair, obviously. And she just brushed my curls off my face, and she just sang that song to me over and over and over. And to have those boys, and they're my wildest class, start just singing that song that's probably 50 years old in my class, you can't tell me that wasn't a sign from spirit. That wasn't a sign from my mother. So I'm going to definitely be making a video about that, because, that touched my heart. It was wonderful. They would have had no idea. They would have had no idea that song meant anything to me. All right. So if you are writing the same question over and over, I'm not going to answer it. Mandy Burroughs Edwards, the foster children. I do not make psychic predictions professionally. So you would have to ask a psychic. I mean, I'm psychic, but I don't do that professionally. That's high risk. Okay, so let's see. Marilyn Grace, your stepdad, Terry, did he raise you most of your life? Were you closer to him than your own dad? Give me a yes or a no on that. Yeah, I love that story that those kids singing that song. It was, it touched me. Yeah, it was really cool. Okay. I've been doing readings professionally for money for a year, but I've been working on my mediumship for about 3 years. I think that might be a little more than 3 years now. But professionally for 1 year. I had a whole career before this. I still am in that career, working with, I kind of have to be incognito a little bit, working with space organizations, working on space missions as an advocate. I don't build spaceships or anything like that, but an advocacy group I've been working with for over a decade, doing science communication, writing articles, spreading the word to students all over the world and adults in groups, and teaching science at the high school and college level for many, many years. And then all of a sudden I started seeing dead people, and no one was more surprised than me that full-faced dead people started talking to me in my head, and I could confirm what they were telling me. And then I started taking mediumship classes. So I have a bachelor's degree in biology, master's degree in astronomy, and I've now been trained through the Oddbod School of Mediumship in the UK. I can't even count how many courses I've taken through there. So that's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. Okay, did not raise me, but closer to him. Okay, thanks, Marilyn. All right, that makes sense. All right, so are you having, there's some issue you're struggling with that is like you're feeling bad about yourself or some situation you're in? Give me a yes or no in caps on that, because I feel like he's talking about that. Yeah, Jesse, I was very surprised. The first time it happened, I just thought, oh, it's a fluke, even though it was really identical. Okay, so Marilyn Grace. This is what he's showing me. And this is what he's showing me. Now, I don't know if he would say this or not, but he's showing me like, I don't know, they're fireman boots or something with the straps on them. I don't know if fireman boots have straps on them, but he's lifting up the straps, and he's like, you got to lift yourself up by the bootstraps. That's what he's saying. He said, you have the capability to accomplish anything. You are so beautiful inside and out. Do what makes you feel good. And now I'm hearing a line from the movie Contact with Jodie Foster, and he said, baby steps, Ellie. I know that's not your name, but that's what he says. So let me know if that makes sense for you, Marilyn Grace. Okay. Yeah, so it was surprising the first time I had the person talk to me in my head, and his name was Brandon, and I have permission from his mom to share the story. I hadn't seen him since he was a newborn baby, and he was 25 when he passed. And the day he passed, my sister texted me and said that he passed, and that's all she said, and I didn't know anything about it. And I laid down to take a nap, and there he was in my head. His full face, full color. He had a red shirt on. He had a gold chain on. His hair, I could see his eyes, everything. And he said, tell my mom I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. And I got up. I couldn't go to sleep after that, obviously. It was very dramatic. And I got up and I couldn't believe it. And then I called my sister and told her. And then a couple days later, she called me back and she said he passed from a drug overdose. And that was my first serious experience. All my life I had psychic things happen. All my life I had weird stuff happen. I've seen full figured like ghosts several times in my life, but I just chalked it up to, oh, my mom had powers and no big deal. And then they just started coming and coming and coming, and I'm like, I got to take classes. All right, Marilyn Grace. Good. I'm so happy. So yeah, that's his message. He loves you, and just keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on is what I would say. Good evening, Ms. Ziglis. I think that's what that says. I have a question for you guys. So somebody sent me money. A client sent me money for a reading like a week ago, and then sent me another random amount of money through PayPal. Is this normal? I mean, obviously, I'm not charging her for something, so I don't know why she sent me the money. I'm going to see her tomorrow, but is there, because I heard there was some kind of like scam going around where people would like send you money and then you send it back and then they ask for more money. Does anybody know what that is? Because I don't know. Thank you, Karen Marie. Yeah, it is interesting. Oh, I could tell you stories. I could tell you stories about my life. Ooh. All day. All right, let's see. Will my husband, Gina, I don't know, are you still on here, Gina? Will my husband, Dune, oh, that's the name of that movie that came out today, want me back? You know what, Gina? Ask yourself, do you want your husband back? Do you want him back? Have you dealt with all the red flags and the issues? Think about that. It's your choice. It's your choice. Let's see. Yes. Gina, what do you mean? I do much? Look, restate that. All right. Can you tell me how my brother died? Okay, Lori, that wouldn't be something that I could do here with all these other people on here. And there's no guarantee that I could actually find that out if he doesn't want to tell me. I've been in readings where people passed and I have asked them how they passed and they will say, I don't want to talk about it. Only to find out later from my client that they died in a way they didn't want to talk about. So there's no guarantee, even if you booked a reading with me one-on-one or with anybody, that he would tell you. It's worth a shot. Did you not have an autopsy? Oh, Gina, you do want him back. Okay, well, I don't make psychic predictions, but if you want him back and you feel like he's dealt with all his stuff, and he comes back, that's up to you. That's up to you. That's your choice and his choice, as long as you guys are progressing down the right road together. I'm all for love. I'm all for love. My husband and I have been through lots of different things through the years. Okay. Anything from my grandma, Anastasia? Was she the matriarch and she was a butt kicker? Let me know, Anastasia, yes or no. Oh, Lori. Okay. So does your family not know, Lori, what happened? Like, is anybody still around that would know? Like that you can get autopsy results from the county where he passed if you can't. I mean, I think because I'm a scientist, I think that might be more helpful to you to get actual facts. You should be able to request that. Okay, find the count. Do you know the county where he passed? If you know that, you could probably get those records. You should be able to. I think that might be much more helpful than getting a reading from a medium. A medium can be very accurate, but if you have access to that, I would get the records, the autopsy records, if you can. All right, Anastasia, I said, was your grandmother the matriarch and a butt kicker? Because I'm seeing a woman that's very strong. And where is everybody at? You know what? Something's going on TikTok, because I used to get 50, 60, 70,000 views in a couple of days on my videos. And now to get 1,000, it's like... Yeah, I do need moderators, but I only have 21 people on here. So I don't know what's going on. It's Friday night. I usually have hundreds on here. So I don't know what's going on TikTok. A whole bunch of mediums and psychics are complaining that they're not getting the views they normally do, including me. I don't know what the problem is. But something's definitely going on. I don't know. It's very strange. Very strange. Like, I don't even have 20 people. It makes no sense. It's Friday. It's just not going out to people's FYPs. I don't know. All right, Anastasia. I haven't been getting, you know what? I haven't been getting notifications either. I bet they changed their algorithm again or whatever they do. All right, Anastasia. So I see her throwing a shoe across the kitchen. And that's my reference for, that's from people I have known. So that's my reference for, she didn't want anybody to bother her when she was doing what she needed to do. She had a lot of people to take care of. She had a lot of stuff to do, and she didn't want anybody in there messing around. Scared, gonna get banned. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. But a lot of small businesses like mine depend on TikTok because you get the most, Instagram. That's terrible. There's no traction on Instagram for most people anymore. And there's none on Facebook hardly, unless you are, and who knows what's going to happen with Facebook. Unless you already had a big following. I don't know what's going on, but, so I don't know. Okay, the new iPhone update. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So question time is now. Click likes. I don't know where everybody's at. I don't know what's going on. This is sad. I was really looking forward to this. Okay, Anastasia. Okay. Is that okay? You're agreeing with what I said? Brianna, anything from my granny? Did she sew or knit? Let's see, or sew or knit you something like that you have. Let me know, Brianna. Thank you for the likes. I still have 18 people. You guys know this isn't normal, right? This isn't just me. It's just not normal to not have this many people on here. It's very weird. Okay, now I'm getting a lot of questions all of a sudden. It's very strange. Brianna, I didn't hear from you. Anyone from you know the other ladies, of course. Hi, Tanya. Hi, everyone. Okay, so anything from my daughter or mom? Andrea, was your daughter very young when she crossed over? And did she cross over after your mom? Give me an answer in caps. Hi. Okay. All right. Well, she's showing me that, Brianna. She's showing me that she made. Okay. Well, her daughter made the. Did her mom teach her, your aunt, how to do that? Because she's showing me that. Hi everyone. All right, I'm waiting for Andrea. Yes. Okay. So I'm assuming that's a yes for both. So your mom. Okay. All right. Thanks, Anastasia. That makes sense for what I'm saying. She's like, get the heck out of the kitchen. All right, Andrea. So your mom greeted your daughter when she crossed over. And I feel like they've gone through, ever since I read Journey of Souls, I can see like all these life iterations of people. So I feel like they were, they in spirit were more alike, and you were a little, the challenge, they were there to give you the challenge in this life. And I know that sounds horrible, but that's the plan. So their job was to challenge you. That's not their only job, obviously. But we do come to this life with an outline of a plan of what we're going to go through. Not the most horrible things that people do, but just an outline, a basic outline of the challenges we're going to go through. And your mom and daughter were tasked with being challenging to you. So I'm sure you had other challenges in your life with your mom, especially with your relationship with her. That's the way I'm feeling. And Anastasia, yeah, I can see that kitchen and and she was just trying to take care of everybody, and she had a lot of work to do. Andrea, let me know if that makes sense for you with the challenges. Summer Wilson. Mike, your dad, I see him putting like a little halo. What did he call you, his angel? Or maybe it's a crown, his princess? Let me know. Right on point about my mom. Yeah. Okay. So, and I can't see the exact age of your daughter when she crossed, but I know she was young. But I feel like they had a lot in common, or if she would have lived long enough for you to see her personality, you would have seen that. Princess. Okay, Summer, because I could see him. I didn't know if it was a halo or a crown. Okay, that makes sense. He's sending you love. Mwah. You're his princess now and forever. Okay, my name is Angela. My uncle and angel baby passed away in 2019. Was your uncle like a father figure to you, Angela? Angie the Gemini? Betty, if you give me a name and relationship. Okay, she was a baby. All right, Andrea. So, there's just something in my head that's showing me that there was just something so that bonded them. I don't know if it was a name or a personality trait. I feel like they would have had the same personality. There was something, or same birth month, something that was the same about them. Let me know if you can figure out what that is. Okay. Let's see. Kevin for Cat D. Cat, would he have had feelings for you, like an unrequited love? Does that make sense? Let me know. The comments aren't loading. Yes. Okay. That makes sense. So I see that. Now he's just showing me the scene. Now I can't, only you can tell me if this makes sense. Would he have been, the person in the group that was friend zoned a lot? And I don't know, I feel like he wasn't in the best physical shape. Okay. Yeah, Andrea, I'm telling you, there was something that my initial feeling was that she would have given you the same challenges as your mom. And I definitely felt it was personality. But yeah, they're definitely connected. And I just want to say, I'm so sorry for your, that is a loss. That is very painful, and I'm just so sorry for that. All right, haha, yes, Cat. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I'm seeing, I don't know, I'm seeing him drinking a beer. It could be a soda. Like, the people are all around talking, and he was a little socially awkward. You're welcome, Andrea. He was a little socially awkward, and he knew you cared for him as a friend, but the spark just wasn't there, and he understands that, and he's not resentful or angry, and he appreciates. And he said you honored him. There was something you did to honor him after his passing, or maybe a recent birthday or death day, something. He's talking about you honored him, and he appreciates that. All right, let's see. Did my uncle want my dad to have his guns? Did my uncle want my dad to have his guns? His wife moved on and doesn't want my dad to have them. Oh, so your uncle's wife. Well, I mean, it's up to her, right? Because she's the wife. I'm not sure what part of the country you're in. I know the laws differ from state to state. But they really don't care in spirit what we do with material possessions or money. It's really more of a human made-up burden that does nothing but cause trouble. So material possessions, they don't care. They don't care if at all what happens to them. They only care about the development of your soul. That's it. So he doesn't care what happens to the guns at all. You're welcome, Kat. Yeah, I felt that he was lost, and that's why he was a little socially awkward. He's perfectly fine. And this is for everyone. Everyone that crosses over is perfectly fine. Everyone, there's nothing bad that happens. There's no fire and brimstone. There's no hell like modern churches describe it. That's not what happens. We cross over, and we are either, now Kevin's trying to talk to me. Did he have something wrong with his heart or something in his chest? Or something caused his heart to fail. I don't know, I'm feeling that. We all cross over. Now, the worst people, and trust me, I've known some bad people, unfortunately. They still cross over and go to the spirit world, but they aren't just greeted by, harps and angels and beauty and glory. It doesn't happen that way. They're greeted by their guide, usually, who takes them to have a reorientation and says, what went wrong? You need to figure this out. And basically, I wouldn't say repent in a biblical sense, but they do have to reorient and readjust and get their soul. Because it's not the soul that does the mistakes. It's the human mind, the primitive human mind, because we're animals, that does those bad things. The soul is not responsible for that, but the soul shouldn't allow that. I hope that's not too crazy. Okay, did he have heart failure from the OD, Kat? Because I feel like, right here. Dave, worried about your health? I am not a medical medium, but are you restricting your diet in some way? Something like that. Feel like you're denying yourself something from a past trauma. Something's happening that you're not denying yourself or neglecting something. Let me know if that makes sense, Dave. Okay. All right. Thanks, Kat. Yes. Yeah, it's all too common, especially people, like you said, who aren't, it's almost like you know, your soul agrees to come into a body and into a family, but sometimes it just doesn't quite match up the right way. And sure, he can come around you right now. He's probably right there with his hand on your shoulder or just sitting there next to you. Don't freak out. Ghosts don't hurt anybody. It's nice actually to feel their presence. So yeah, you can, as soon as you think of him, it's like a radio signal goes out and they can be there instantaneously. Spirits are quantum. They're not made of the material we're made of. And they can move in and move out and come and go as they please anytime. They can be in more than one place at one time. All of that stuff. Yeah. Yep. So don't ever be scared. Shell, did your dad do physical labor? Uvula. Do you know what an uvula is? Do you know? Answer me. Uvula. Do you know what it is? Did you do that on purpose? That's funny. Do they experience the pain they caused us from our perspective? So I've heard people say this. I heard someone say, when you cross over your life review, I can't verify this because I've never died, right? But I feel like this makes sense. When you cross over, your life review isn't just this movie of your life like you see in the movies. Your life review is every time you made someone feel happy, you feel that feeling. Every time you made someone feel sad, you feel that feeling. Every time you made someone feel hurt, you feel that feeling. So yes, I believe they experience it. They have to in order to grow. Okay, here we go. Nobody answered. Anyway, uvula. Yeah. So for everybody on here that doesn't know why I'm laughing, the uvula is the thing in the back of your throat that hangs down. That's the uvula. Remember, I'm a scientist. So shell. All right. So your dad did physical labor. Yeah, I saw him. Maybe this is just my symbol, like in overalls, working hard at his job, physical labor. And I see him working overtime and a lot of hours. And his message is he wished he would have said no to that more and spent more time with his family, you included, because it wasn't worth the few extra dollars. The material possessions that he gained, and I know it probably wasn't always easy, weren't worth the time he missed. You're welcome, Uvula. All right. Will I ever learn to walk with a prosthetic? So I can't predict that because it's really up to you. It's your mindset. So it just takes time and patience. Maybe pick up a hobby that uses your dexterity with your hands, sewing, knitting, cross stitch, something that can occupy your mind and relax you, painting, drawing, writing, anything like that. Okay, no comments yet, so I'm going to have to wait a minute. I don't know what is happening on Friday night, why this doesn't go. I have 17 people. I've never had this. It's so weird. So very strange. I don't even have any comments. I don't know. It's crazy. I do not know. Nothing's happening. So just to repeat my, yes, cat, they come around. Hello, Cagladine, I think that's what it says. If you want give me a name and a relationship, because these are like quick freebies. So while you're waiting, if you want to join a small group reading, email me, $25. There's about 6 or 7 people usually. It's an hour and 15 minutes. It gives you a little more one-on-one time with me. There's 1 spot left for tomorrow and a couple spot left for the November 13th. And then for full readings, you can just go to my website. Okay. Was his mom crossed over for Shell? Betty, I didn't see anything from you. This is the first comment I've seen from you that said, sorry if I missed it. Okay, so then it was his mom. I couldn't tell if it was his mom or grandma. So when I see spirits crossing over and I ask them who greeted them, I can physically see the person, and usually, sometimes I'm wrong. Usually I can sense who it is. And there's no greater love than a parent-child bond. And I just saw a woman lifting him up and over. So she greeted him, and then what other family members are there. So he must have been a good person. So he was greeted by his family and his soul group. Yes, real Kayasna, sorry. It's late. Yes, your dog spirits, animal spirits that are, ooh, that makes sense, Shell. Whoa. Same thing happened to my husband's dad. His mom passed at that age, when he was that age as well. She had 11 kids, and he was the baby. When your pets, any animals with higher order thinking, have a place in the spirit world. Like, I don't think mosquitoes and spiders have a place in the spirit world. But when you get a certain amount of brain development and you can house a soul in your conscious part of your brain. No, Betty, I didn't see anything. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing it now. Roberto. You know what I think of when I see that? And I'm getting slap happy because it's late. I'm seeing the Bobby Boucher, the water boy, when she said her husband was Roberto. Is he your husband's brother? Or sister's husband? Betty. But of course, I don't know if I'll see your comments because the comments are so weird tonight. 16 people. This is so strange. I've never only had this many people. I've been holding steady for like 30 minutes at 20 or below. Look, 14. It's so funny. I don't get it. This is the strangest thing. Yes, both. He was my sister's husband. Oh my God, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Did you guys ever tease him about the line in the water boy? Okay, that is, oh, how funny. So your sister's married brothers, I love that. So it's a big hole in the family. And are there little kids? I don't know. I feel like both couples had young children. or there's twins. Either the children look like twins, but they're not, or there are twins, something like that. Let me know. If my husband didn't believe in life after when he was alive, could it block him from being? No, cannot block you. I have 2 nieces that are devout atheists. Been trying to change their mind for 30 years. Nothing can stop your spirit from going to the spirit world as far as your human beliefs. I actually had a student probably 10, 12 years ago ask me, crying, because I teach science and I was teaching about evolution and the age of the universe and stuff. And he was crying because he thought he was going to go to hell because he didn't believe in evolution the way scientists explain it. And I was like, Isaac, God doesn't care if you believe in evolution or not. Period. Okay, Betty, do you have a child though? I feel like there's more than one child in this situation. Let's see what Betty says. Okay, so while I wait for Betty, if you want to join a small group reading, email me. And I have 1 space for tomorrow, unless somebody's already emailed me. Okay, 3 boys. Okay, but didn't have any at the time. Okay, but that's okay. He still knows they're there. Yeah. The 2 of these kids look very much alike because he's talking about 2 that are alike. 2 more than the other ones. And if you want a full reading, just book on my website. Yes. Yes. Kay Goldana, I think that says. Yep, I agree. Okay. I am worn out, y'all. Thank you for my little group here that has stayed with me for so long. And I'm so happy I got to answer your questions. And thank you for any new follows or, just enjoying my videos. You're welcome. I appreciate all of you so much, and hopefully they'll get all these mediums back. I was watching a medium who had twice as many followers as me the other day, and he only had like 30 people on here. So something's definitely going on, because I have almost 25,000 followers and I got 16 people on a Friday. That something doesn't make sense. So I don't know. All right. Thank you, Kat. That's awesome. And you can email me if you want to give me any information ahead of time too. Okay, guys, I appreciate it. I love all of you so much. Have a wonderful and peaceful weekend. I'm going to go rest, and I'm going to have some ice cream first though. Thank you, everyone. Mwah. Peace and healing and love to all of you. Good night.